What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Leeds United career mode. Today we've got episode 84 and we have the second leg coming up against PSG, this time at Ellen Road. We obviously took them on at the Parc des Princes in the last episode. We managed to come away with that. If you don't want a spoiler, click off this video right now. We played Man City and PSG in the last episode. Go back and watch that if you hadn't already seen it. But if you are in this video still, I'm about to spoil it. If you've not already seen those, like I said, go back and watch them. In that episode, we managed to get a 0-0 draw against Manchester City, and then we also managed a 1-0 victory at the Parc des Princes against PSG. So, guys, if we manage to get a draw here, or if we manage to win the game, we are through to the semis. The only thing we cannot do is lose this game. If we lose the game, then we have problems, because obviously away goals come into consideration here. If PSG get more than 2, we're just going to go out on away goals no matter what the scoreline is, even if we manage to score and get the aggregate on equal. So I have to either draw or win the game here, and we'll be through to the semi-final of the Champions League. And I said when we came into the Champions League, I wanted a semi-final finish. So we are on the brink of reaching that semi-final. We've put ourselves into the best position possible by beating them 1-0 away from home last episode out. Can we get the result that we're hoping for? You can see there we're going to Ellen Road. I am going to change the team a lot before we go into this. So Martial's going to come back into the team. We're obviously going to play Anwar just alongside him, and then probably going to change it up completely here with Emre Can and Eriksen coming in. Yana's out on the left-hand side. Joel Green and Suso at the moment are a little bit struggling for fitness. So I'm going to have to start Suso, and I'm going to bring Pereira back in the team. You can see fitness-wise, we're not comfortable at all. I would have preferred to not have had this game straight after. You can see the team, it's a little bit unfit, but if I have the substitutions on the bench that I want to make, so I'm going to put Emery Moore instead of Rose, and Wood's going to come out as well instead of Remy, and we're obviously going to put Reece Oxford on there as well, because he can play CDM, but he can also play left back, right back, anywhere I want down the back. So I'm going to actually play him instead of Dendoncker for this game. And then I think that is basically going to be it. I think that's the team that I want to roll with. Hopefully we'll get a result here. You can see we've got the bench of that. Lou's actually going to come in and play this game, because I'm not sure about that. No, I am more comfortable with Lou in goal. You can see 6'6". He's just so good for us. Suso is very tired on that right-hand side, so he may only get one half of football in. I don't know what I'm going to do with tactics-wise. I said to you guys I was unsure as to what I was going to do. I've left the tactics completely the same. I think I ran with a custom tactic, actually. If you want to know what it is, I'll put it up on your screen right now. There is the custom tactic that I'm running. It's basically pretty much the standard tactic, but it's got cover on instead of the I think is it offside trap, and it's also got more. I'm actually going to reduce the actually I'll leave it as it is, because it seemed to have worked for us. So we've got more aggression, more team width, less pressure for some reason, which is again affects how high up your team will press, which is again a bit annoying, because I want them to be pressing quite high. So if I put that to 60 and we leave everything else as it is, that is how we're going to go for this game against PSG at home. Can we get the result we're hoping for? And like I said, I wanted the semi-final finish, so if you get past this game and get into the semis, I'll be pretty happy with that, and I'll take it even if we get knocked out in the semis. But there's only a few teams still to come. Let's take a look at the teams that we possibly could meet in the next round. You can see by fixtures, we've obviously got an... Oops, that's not where I wanted to be. I wanted to be on tables, my bad. We've got a number of, tough opposition that we could meet in the next round. If we go look at tables now, as for some reason the game seems to have crashed. No, it's back on. There we go. Manchester United actually beat Arsenal in the first leg there by 2-1. Inter and Bayern currently drawing by 2-2, and Roma beating Barcelona, which is a bit of a surprise there. So, if the game continues the way it is, and those obviously results come in, we could be meeting one of Arsenal versus Manchester United, Roma or Barca, Inter Milan or Bayern Munich. That is, of course, dependent on how we do here against PSG at Ellen Road. But no more dilly-dallying. We're going to get into the game now, and fingers crossed we can get the result that we're hoping for. You'll see the team one more time as it pops up on your screen just before we go into the game. The menus are so laggy today for some reason. I don't know what it is, but it just seems as though the menus just keep very, very slow. So this is the team, of course. It's on Legendary. 1-0 on aggregate at the moment. We're looking for that victory or the draw. Let's get into it. Alright, everybody, we're here. Ellen Road, aka the East Point Arena, is the stage for today's game. The only thing we need to do, as I've mentioned numerous times so far, is not lose this game. That's the only thing we cannot afford to do. If we lose, we put pressure on ourselves. If we even concede in this game, we'll put pressure on ourselves, because away goals, remember, are an absolute biggie in the Champions League. We only managed one at the Parc des Princes. If we keep this goalless, we're through, which is going to be an aim. Or, I think to win this game, I'm either going to have to keep the score goalless or score the first goal. I think that's what I need to do. I need to calm my nerves, get a goal early on, and make sure that then after that we're comfortable. But if you remember what happened against Porto, we took a 1-0 aggregate lead into the second leg at Ellen Road, and we ended up drawing that one by a goal apiece. So I don't want a result here similar to that, and I don't want them to score the opening goal of this game, because if it happens, I won't be in a very good frame of mind. I forgot to show you the team there. My bad. I'll show you it by pausing the game, and we'll go into player ratings just to show you the team that they have actually got. You can see this is, of course, our team, but there is the PSG team. Aubameyang, Pastore, and Gabriel in the front three. Envia, Matuidi, and Rabiot as the midfield three. Kazawa, Marquinhos, Thiago Silva, and Serge Aurier as the back four, with Thibaut Courtois in goal. So a very strong PSG team, and it's going to be one of these games where we're going to actually get probably absolutely demolished for the first half of football. I'm going to come in here and just try and keep ball for a little bit of time. I want to make sure we have a little bit of possession, but ultimately we have to not lose the game. It's going to be all about keeping the ball and making sure that we're not giving up possession cheaply. So let's get into it and see what we can do. That's not a good start. Why on earth that ball's been trying to play? What a tackle from Bailly, but that was the worst possible start I could have asked for. Why did it play it over there? I don't know. That was just so stupid from Camaldo, trying to play that ball across the face of goal. Gave it away. And a fantastic tackle from Bailly. It's already began here, guys. I do not know what that attempt of a pass was. And we could have an actual big chance here. Aubameyang squares it. It's blocked in the end. I am really going to start feeling the pressure here that PSG are putting on me. They've got the ball still after how many tackles have I made there? And they've almost scored off the first attack of the game, really. The amount of tackles I made in between there, I am very annoyed at the fact we haven't got the ball. And I have no words for what Grimaldo attempted to do by passing it across the face of the defence. I tried to play it back to the centre-back. He didn't do it. I'm going to stop playing around the back four, actually, because I don't want to invite unnecessary pressure on myself. Here is Januzaj. Januzaj into Martial with a chance here. Martial now cutting back inside. Going around the defender. Martial with a chance to give it to Suso. Suso, low-driven shot. Surely 1-0. And I've messed the low-driven shot up again. I've messed it up again. I don't know what on earth I did there. But Suso fires off target. And that's just a poor, poor attempt. We should have been 1-0 up. And that would have calmed my nerves completely. And it hasn't done here. All it's done is make me even more annoyed at the fact I missed that. And I had a real big chance there to get myself the opening goal. Oh my word. Anwar's in. Anwar's surely in here. Where can I go, though? I can go nowhere. Anwar El Ghazi. Are you joking me? Are you actually joking me? What on earth was that? Anwar is one of the top scorers at the club. It's a simple shot, and he's got it completely wrong. If we lose this game, that is the reason why. I've had two big chances in the opening first half here, and I've completely messed them both up. I have no idea what Anwar El Ghazi has attempted to do there. Eric Bailly doesn't win that ball back, but I am ultimately so tilted, and I hope that doesn't affect my performance as PSG come forward again. Good win back, though, from Semedo. Back on the way for the second half, then Aubameyang's got it here. Into Pastore they go, and Pastore, good little ball out to Rabiot. Rabiot's dispossessed, though, by Bailly. Can we get the ball back? We have got it back, and it's into Eriksen. Eriksen's only got the run of Anthony Martial, but what a run it was, and the Frenchman could be in against PSG here. Anthony Martial with a French... I've done it again. What is wrong with this low-driven shot today? What is going on, man? How have I messed it up 3 times in a row and sent, or twice even, and sent my effort over the bar again? That's 3 big opportunities missed. Again, the low-driven shot, the heart of it. I don't know if they've patched it, if they've done something to it, but that's 3 times I've messed up that low-driven shot, and that should have worked, in my opinion, that one there. Apparently not, so I'm going to stop trying to do the low-driven shot until I know for sure if it still works, because that's 3 chances I've missed there, and I can't afford to miss them, and that's a free kick. Thank you, referee. If you hadn't have given that, I'd have been very frustrated. Here's Anwar into Eriksen. Eriksen now is going to turn on that one. Get past the defender. Yeah, he has got past one. Here's Christian Eriksen looking to charge into the open space. He's brought down. Good tackle in my opinion, but the referee has given us a free kick there. I wouldn't have said that's a free kick, but again, this is another chance now for us to try and get this goal in this game to wrap this fixture up. And Eriksen is on the free kick. We are going to take it with Christian Eriksen. It is going to be Eriksen to strike it. Bottom corner. What a free kick from Christian Eriksen. And 63 minutes into the game, Leeds United 1, PSG 0. We've got the all-important first goal that I said was going to be vital to this fixture, and that comes at the hands of a fantastic free kick from Christian Eriksen. Could not have asked for a better free kick than that into the bottom corner, only just on the inside of that bottom post there. And Courtois, for as big as he is, couldn't get down quick enough. And Eriksen doubles our lead. What a strike from the Danish midfielder. We're 1-0 up in the game, and it seriously looks as if now we are going through to that semi-final of the Champions League. Here is Martial. Martial now into Januzaj. Can we create a third chance here for ourselves? Here is Januzaj into El Ghazi. El Ghazi, seen the run of Anthony Martial being made. It is Anthony Martial. Martial's going to go back across the keeper. And he's... Oh, my word. That is the worst attempt I've ever seen. It just does not work in this FIFA. If you're running across to try and go back across the keeper, it just does not work. And it's so, so poor from Anthony Martial in the end. And it goes agonisingly wide. But this second half, we have dominated PSG here. And it doesn't look as if they are going to get themselves anything out of this game. They did look dangerous in the first, but they haven't really done too much in the second. Didn't come off, but surely that means we are in the semi-final. Because right now, we're in the 90th minute. And the referee's blown his whistle. We are in to the semi-final of the Champions League. And I did say to you guys, I wanted the Champions League semi-final. We've reached that. Can we go on and win this? This is the question. We're 2-0 up in this one. You can see by match facts, it was a pretty boring game in terms of shots on target. But ultimately, the Eriksen free kick is the one that ended up in the back of the net. And it was incredible from Christian Eriksen. And we've managed to get ourselves into the semis. The question is, who are we going to be playing in that semi-final? Alright guys, you can see we've actually drawn Manchester United in the semi-finals. They got through against Arsenal. Oh wait, actually, 2-1. Oh yeah, sorry, I was wrong. It didn't match results there. They've gone for away goals. They must have scored 2 at the Emirates. Actually, yeah, they must have scored 2 at the Emirates and it ended 3-2 in Old Trafford, I'm guessing, is the way it went. But, actually, I haven't got a clue. I don't know which way it ended, but all that matters is that we've got Manchester United and we will be meeting Bayern or Roma in the Champions League final if we do in fact get there. Of course, though, we have to beat Manchester United first. And coincidentally, that's the team that we're playing next in this episode. You can see they're currently sat, I do believe, 16 points behind us in second place. Of course, they are chasing. They're in our shadow pretty much. But they have redemption time in the Champions League. Because even if they don't win the Premier League, we could still be beaten by them in the Champions League. There's 6 games to go. We can wrap up the title here with this game against Manchester United. If we pick up a draw or a win with 5 games left in the season, and then they'll be 16 points behind. So if we can get a draw or a victory here, the title is ours. So guys, we've already had one important game against PSG. We managed to win it, we got through, and we got into the semi-finals of the Champions League. Can we wrap up the Premier League title with 5 games to go by drawing or beating Manchester United here? Are we actually at home or are we away? I'll have to check that just quickly. We are, in fact, going over to Old Trafford. So this will be interesting. We could potentially win the Premier League title at Old Trafford. So you can see I'm making a number of changes here. Dendonka's coming in. I think we can actually play with Baker out on this left-hand side because of fitness and stuff. So Baker's going to come in at left-hand side. But guys, I am stoked for this. This is a big chance. We could, like I said, wrap up the title here at Old Trafford, which would be immense to do. That's the team we're going to go into this game with. We've got Barkley, we've got Anthony Martial, formerly of Manchester United, of course. We've got Bayer of Manchester United, or used to be of Manchester United. We've got Januzaj, but unfortunately he's a bit unfit to play. Let's go, let's win this game, and let's wrap up the title here at Old Trafford. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're here at Old Trafford to wrap up the Premier League title. I will not take anything other than a draw from this game. Old Trafford is not an easy place to go, but we have the chance, like I said, going into this game, to wrap up the title and win it at Old Trafford. And being an Arsenal fan, you know, I haven't got too much disrespect to Manchester United, but if I had to say there's any team that I dislike other than Spurs, obviously being an Arsenal fan, I obviously don't like Spurs, but if there's any other team in the Premier League that I dislike, it would have to be Manchester United. So if I could win the Premier League title at Old Trafford, that would be immense. So let's go and let's see what we can do against Mourinho's men, because of course, this isn't going to be easy. Player to watch is Eric Bailly today, which is a bit surprising, all things considered, that Martial, of course, is on 17 Premier League goals at the moment, and he's probably the most dangerous player on the pitch that Manchester United have got to fear. Of course, they know all about him, though, with his time here at Old Trafford, and the fans will probably on his back from minute 1, but we're looking to get ourselves underway. I'm going to show you the Manchester United team here before we go into this, just to see what we're coming up against. Of course, it's going to be David De Gea in goal. There is the United team. David De Gea, Shaw, Phil Jones, Smalling, Darmian, and Dai actually in CDM with Morgan Schneiderlin, Mkhitaryan, Lingard, Kovalenko, and Paulo Dybala. Excuse me. So guys, chance to wrap up the Premier League title. Let's see if we can do the unthinkable here and win it at Old Trafford. Here is Emre Moore. Moore now, he's got the run on the right-hand side of him. Why is he still? Did you see what happened there, guys? This is what I mean about it. Oh, brilliant. Martial just stopped that run. Did you see what happened there? And Emre Moore has scored at Old Trafford. We're winning the game that we need to wrap up the Premier League title. And Anthony Martial, with a moment of controversy against his former club, has given us the lead through Emre Moore. If you saw what happened there, Martial tried to make the run, which actually blocked off Chris Smalling, and Smalling was the one trying to make the challenge on Emre Moore, and it allowed Moore to run straight past him. You can see, look again, there is the challenge that should have come in from Chris Smalling. It didn't do because Martial blocked him off. The captain will not be happy about that there, Chris Smalling. But Emre Moore made no mistake with the driven shot into the bottom corner, and David De Gea must be thinking that Manchester United have been hard done by there. But 13 minutes into the game, we lead by 1-0. I have no idea why that was not given as a free kick, but the fact that it wasn't given a free kick, I am over the moon. And thank you very much, referee. You could have wrapped up the title for us right here. Oh, Dendonka, can you win this ball back for me? No, he can't. But here comes Manchester United. as they look to get themselves back on level terms, but they obviously have to win the game to stop me wrapping up the title. A draw will not do for them, but it will do for me. Here's Morgan Schneidlin keeping that one in play. Good cross. Eric Bailly's got to win the header, and that's the 4th time so far this series where Bailly, for some reason, has jumped far too early and almost made a mistake. His heading ability is not good. Oh, my word. Oh, wait a minute. There's a chance, but it's actually a poor pass in the end from Emre Moore. But Eric Bailly, that's how many times are going to mess up a header for us in that very important penalty area. I do not know what to tell you guys. At the moment, it seems as though he can't head the ball to save his life. Here is De Siglio, as we're going to try and build some pressure here into Baker. Back to De Siglio. De Siglio now on the run here for us down this left-hand side. He's got Ndiaye in the inside of him. He's got a lot of strength in there, so I'm not going to try and go for the battle with him. It comes to Ross Barkley eventually. Barkley now into Martial. Martial back out here to Semedo. Semedo into Dendoncker. We're going to try keep the ball a little bit and try and knock it about and frustrate United here. That's going to be the aim for this one because, of course, we are in a good position right now. We can afford to do this. Semedo, lovely little run away, and he's got it into the path of De Siglio. De Siglio keeps it in play. The cross coming in. Oh, it's a chance, and it's not put in the back of the net. I do not know how United managed to scrape that one away. In the end, it's actually gone out for our corner, and I'll take it every day of the week. But I'm surprised we're not 2-0 up in that one there. It sort of ran away from De Siglio a little bit. Oh, Eric Bailly. Oh, there's a chance there from Eric Bailly, but the touch was poor. It comes into Ross Barkley. Barkley, he's not got the ball at his feet. It comes into Baker. Baker now out wide here to Joe Green. Joe Green has been a bit quiet this season so far, but he's looking to make a difference here at Old Trafford with the cross. It's going to be clear, though, for Phil Jones. And it comes in from another corner here. Martial with it. Into the path of Emre Moore. Smallest player on the pitch. Almost rising highest to nod it in the back of the net. Still 1-0, though, here at Old Trafford. Barkley sees the run of Green. That's brilliant. And Man United are just so stretched in the moment. Here's Green. Cuts back inside. It's a fantastic tackle. That is actually a brilliant tackle. It's going to go back, though, to Dendoncker. Here is the centre midfielder. Now into Barkley. Barkley has got no pass on and has given it back to Morgan Schneider there. The referee's actually put him for a free kick. I'll take it. I was not expecting that. Unfortunately, we don't have Eriksen on. But what I'm actually going to do, guys, I am going to bring, if he's on the bench, I am going to bring Christian Eriksen on just for this last free kick. He is on the bench. Let's see if he can make it 2 out of 2 free kicks for the episode. Here comes Christian Eriksen. He is going to get given the free kick. No idea why Joel Green's attempted to take this. Get off it. Here we go, guys. Eriksen is the one on this free kick. And we're actually going to go and take it from a little bit further. Here is Eriksen. Can he whip it around the wall? Eriksen to take it. Oh, what a goal from Christian Eriksen! The second free kick of the episode. What a strike that is from Christian Eriksen. I just said to you, we'll bring him on. If you can make it 2 out of 2, that's unbelievable. And we've done it. We've won the title here at Old Trafford. We are the Premier League champions, of course. That free kick is unbelievable. David De Gea did not stand a chance, and that is just one next level free kick from Christian Eriksen. What a strike from the number 31. He's arguably going to get the player of the series, possibly when you guys vote for it. I think he's a contention. I'm going to put 5 players up for it. You guys can vote and let me know what you think, but Eriksen's got to be up there. He's been such a good servant for the club. And guys, we've done it. We've won the Premier League title at Old Trafford. I cannot tell you how happy I am with that one. We've done it. We've wrapped up the title here on points. It means that United can no longer catch us. And we have, in fact, managed to get the Premier League title with 5 games to go. Of course, we won't be handed that trophy until the end of the season. But we have wrapped it up here on points. And you can see United are not happy with that one. A moment of controversy, though, as the first goal from Emre Moore actually was a foul by Anthony Martial. So he's involved in controversy against his former club. But then you can't say anything about Christian Eriksen's free kick. United did not have a shot in that game. We had 4 shots, 3 on target, scoring 2 goals. United did not have a shot. They were happy to try and play this out and see if they could break me down by keeping hold of the ball. You can see that with the fact that they had more possession than we did. But that was just a comfortable 2-0 victory in the end. And in the end, a poor performance from United. Considering they're challenging us for the title, that is not good for them. And if we can play like that against them in the Champions League, we can reach the final. We should be able to reach the Champions League final if we play that like that against United here. So let's just try and get into the Champions League final. The Premier League's wrapped up. It doesn't matter about results there. I think I'm going to go ahead and sim the rest of the games in the Premier League as long as that's okay with you guys. I want to try and get to that Champions League final. Maybe I'll play a couple as well. We'll have to wait and see. But mathematically, it is done. The Championship, the Premier League title is ours. All that matters now is that Champions League possibility of getting to the final. So, guys, that's going to wrap up the episode. I am going to show you the top goal scorers. You can see Anthony Martial still up there. El Ghazi's in there with 12 goals. That's going to pretty much wrap up this episode. We've, of course, got the 2 games to come against United in the Champions League. Those will be played in the next episode. I think I'm going to sim the the first game against Newcastle or maybe against Borough. I don't know which game. Whichever game we're away for, I'll sim. It's actually the away. Yeah, we're away. I'll play. Sorry. So we're home to Newcastle, so we should win that one. I'll sim that, and we'll take on Middlesbrough, and we'll take on United in the next episode. Then the episode after that's going to be pretty stacked because we have Liverpool and then United. And then, of course, we'll take on Norwich and Tottenham. But if we get through to the final, the Champions League final will be at some point after the Tottenham game. So we'll have to do that as well. So hopefully you've enjoyed this episode of the Leeds United career mode. If you have, smash the like button. And as always, I will catch you all for the next episode very soon. Adios.